and we're then able to help others on their journey, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's very like broad, like, because we all have our own calling, our own purpose, our own path, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're here, I just saw 444 the time about you guys wrote, because this is the second video. I spoke against angel numbers before, but I don't think they are false, because our God is so orderly. Like, can't lose. I think I have lost the point, but God is so orderly in that everything has its place and purpose. Like, when God created the world in 7 days, do you think it was like a simulation where he created the world and then hit play? Do you really think that's how, like, I feel like you're limiting God too much if that's how you believe. I believe that God crafted every moment, every avenue, every journey, and it's not to say that everything's set in stone. Think of it more like a mosaic where there's different paths, and when everything comes together, it's just beautiful, because we aren't here to do this alone. If we were here to do this alone, God wouldn't have given us procreation. He wouldn't have given us children to carry on our will, our destiny. The part of life is unity. This is why the law, when you lie, when you steal, when you cheat, when you kill, when you slander, there's so many, disrespect, you know, honor your father and mother, respect your father and mother, you know what I mean? These are things, what do? They destroy relationships. And the law is there to keep us in a relationship with God primarily, and through that relationship with God, we have successful relationships in our own life. But really and truly, everything starts and finishes with the Alpha and the Omega. Really and truly, like, if you ever feel stuck, call on God. If you ever feel like you're moving forward and maybe you can see the open path, but you don't know quite the specific steps that you need to take, you know what I mean? Call on God. In everything, call on God. Like, let me just finish by sharing the secret of King David's success, because as we know, he was incredibly successful in all that he did. The Bible gives us that secret. Everything that David did prospered because the Lord was with him. Jehovah was with him. It's not about, we can do and hit roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. Look at Peter. When Peter was called, he was casting his net and he caught nothing. He was fishing all night, and he caught nothing. But when he met God, he met Jesus, you know what I mean? And at that point, he cast his net again, and the haul, it was like double what he would have gained from just like if he'd caught every time that night, you know what I mean? He could not contain it in the boat. It was not because